Hey everyone, Koopa here with a countdown of my top 10 favourite Mario characters. This will cover not only Mario characters but also characters from the Donkey Kong, Yoshi and Wario series, as I see them all as closely related to the Mario series. There's not really any rules for this list, so let's just get on with it. Kicking off the list at number 10 is Nabbit. This newly introduced character quickly became one of my favourites. I can't really figure out why, but there's something really unique about this character. It just came out of nowhere and all of a sudden it was playable by its second game that it featured in. Not only was it playable, but its trait was that it was indestructible. This is the first time that has ever happened in a Mario platformer except for when you have a star. His design is very similar to Bowser Jr.'s. They're about the same height and they both have the same mouth mask. I actually made a video on it last year, it's in the description if you want to check it out. It kinda looks like Ravio from the Legend of Zelda series too, though Nintendo confirmed they're unrelated. Anyway, Nabbit's job is to steal your items. Now I think about it, maybe he's turning Luigi evil. Think about it, Luigi's working beside a villain and Mario is nowhere to be seen. Then Mario Kart 8 comes out and this happens. Damn, Nabbit, you scary. In number 9 we have another masked character, well a few masked characters to be exact. Shy Guy and all the Shy Guy variations are in 9th place. This includes Sniffits and Bandits too. One of the first games I played was Yoshi's Island for the SNES, and these guys were easily the most common enemy. His first real appearance was actually not in a Mario game, but in a game called Doki Doki Panic, but that's a story for another video. Since then, Shy Guys come a long way. We've seen Shy Guys of all different colours and sizes. We've even met flying Shy Guys, or Fly Guys if you like. And we've also met masked guys named Bandits. It's still up for debate whether Bandit's actually a Shy Guy or not, but I'll save that for another video. For some odd reason, we barely ever see Shy Guys in the main Mario series. I guess we have Goombas instead, but I much prefer Shy Guys over Goombas. They have a sense of mystery to them, you know, with the masks. The Shy Guys have been in an insane amount of games, regardless of not appearing in the main Mario series very often, and I'm really glad Nintendo hasn't just forgotten about them like they have so many other great characters. Let me just start by saying, this character is not the only Koopaling on the list. I hope at least one person got that pun. I was so proud of it while writing this script. Anyway, Lemmy is usually most people's favourite Koopaling, or Larry, and while he's one of my favourites, I don't think he's the best of them. Let me explain why. Okay, I'm gonna stop doing that now. Lemmy's signature move is to throw bouncy exploding balls. Anyone that can do that deserves a mention on the list somewhere. I love Lemmy's hair and his crazy eyes. He's definitely the cutest Koopaling. He usually puts up the most entertaining fight of all the bosses in the new Super Mario Bros. Series too. Lemmy, according to Mario Kart 8 statistics, is also my favourite character. He's great fun to use in Smash Bros too, even if he does have the same moveset as all the other Koopalings. These guys are like cousins to me now, seeing as I spent like 80% of my childhood in this game. Pretty much throughout the entire game you were surrounded by these quirky characters called Piantas. While the majority of them hated you for spoiling their island even though it wasn't you, it was hard to hate them back, except the Chucksters, cause fuck those guys. They came in all different colours, some male, some female. Without them, Sunshine wouldn't have been the same game. They help give off the tropical charm of Isle Delfino. The majority are just there to berate you, but some help you, like that cool guy on the beach that gives you a new shirt and some sunglasses. Thankfully they appear quite often as background characters for new Mario Kart games, but why can't we race as Piantas yet? Pianta isn't good enough, but Cat Peach is? Come on Nintendo.
What's wrong with you?
In 6th place we have Iggy Azalea. Just kidding, we have the better looking Iggy. To be fair, if this Iggy had Iggy Azalea's booty, it would be like number 3 or something. Anyway, back to why I like this Iggy. Iggy is easily the craziest Koopaling. Yes, even more crazy than Lemmy. His voice alone shows he's the craziest of the bunch. He's the lanky weirdo that completely changed design between his original appearance and his modern appearance. Back in the day, Iggy had pretty much the same hair as Lemmy, as if they were twins or something. Iggy was inspired by the punk rocker Iggy Pop. Fun fact while we're on the subject of Iggy Pop, there's actually a minigame in Yoshi's New Island called Eggy Pop, in reference to him. I'm guessing someone at Nintendo's a big fan of this guy. Anyway, another fun fact is that all of the Koopalings are inspired by musicians. I haven't really got much else to say for Iggy other than I love his personality and appearance, so on to number 5. At number 5 we have this dinosaur. What animal is Birdo supposed to be again? Anyway, Birdo's always been one of those characters you rarely use, but you feel like half the game is missing when he or she is not included. Just to stop things from being complicated, I'm going to call it a she till the end of the video. She first appeared in the same game as Shy Guy, back in 1988. Believe it or not, she's been a Mario character longer than Yoshi has. I used Birdo a lot back in the days of Mario Kart Double Dash and Mario Kart Wii, even if her stats weren't the best. I was excited to use her in Mario Kart 8 too, but for some reason she got replaced with Metal People and Babies. She's had a lot of cameos over the years for whatever reason though, which is pretty cool. Games like Captain Rainbow, Fortune Street, Kirby Superstar and Yakuman DS all feature her in some form. This is the point of the video where I'd make some sexual joke about her nose-mouth thing, but I know my channel has a lot of younger viewers, so I think I'm gonna leave that out for this video. He had to appear on the list somewhere. This is the character you never choose if optional, but you're always happy to play with anyway. Mario isn't just a character, he's pretty much the king of the gaming empire. If anyone old, young or middle-aged thinks of gaming, they usually think of this guy's name or face. Without Nintendo creating this guy, the gaming industry could have potentially never recovered. Long story short, back in the 80s, gaming came to a halt and was pretty much about to fall into a dark abyss. However, Nintendo came along with Donkey Kong and booted the gaming industry back into action. Shortly after, Mario was given an official name in his own game, which little did they know back then would spawn over 120 sequels. Whether they were spin-offs or main series games is irrelevant. They all happened because of the creation of this little Italian plumber. No character in gaming deserves more respect than him, that's why he made it on the list. I may not ever use him in Smash Bros, Mario Kart or any other character optional game, but I'm never upset to end up with him in 2D or 3D platformers. Imagine playing through Super Mario 64, Mario Sunshine and Mario Galaxy as a Goomba, it just wouldn't be the same. I shared literally hundreds and probably even thousands of hours with this character throughout my entire childhood. I probably made him fall into thousands of lava pits, but he always comes back happy as ever. Even if Nintendo does discontinue the franchise one day, he will always go down as the king of gaming. Can you imagine a world with no Mario 64, Sunshine or Galaxy? A world with no Mario Kart or Smash Bros? If Mario and Donkey Kong didn't blow up, chances are Nintendo would have given up. Meaning there would be no such thing as Pokemon, no such thing as Kirby or Zelda, no Star Foxes, Pikmins or F-Zeros, just nothing. You wouldn't even be watching this right now because this channel wouldn't exist. The top 3 are really down to my taste. I don't expect many people to agree with me on these ones, but instead of disliking the video and calling me an arsehole, just tell me what ones you think deserve to be here instead. Anyway, on with number 3. In 3rd place we've got Ludwig. If you saw my top 5 Koopalings list, you'd know that this one is my favourite of all time, and it still is. It's just not my favourite Mario character of all time. He was based on Ludwig van Beethoven, who is a very talented classical artist from the 17 and 1800s. Ludwig's hair is pretty much the same as the artist's. Ludwig is also said to be the smartest Koopaling. One of my favourite parts about him is his voice and his evil appearance. He does that weird smile in Mario Kart 8 when he bibs the horn. He always looks like he's plotting something evil. If Bowser Jr. didn't exist, I'm pretty sure this would be Bowser's right hand man. He always proves to be one of the hardest battles in the Mario series too. Usually some of the more creative battles belong to him as well. We've seen this guy clone himself, cause earthquakes, teleport and even shoot lightning bolts from his hands. He even has that flutter jump the same as Yoshi has in the Yoshi's Island series. I'm super happy that this character and the other Koopalings are getting more notice recently. They're really fun to play as in Smash Bros and Mario Kart. It's annoying that they were added at the expense of other characters like Birdo and Bowser Jr., but Nintendo could have swapped the shitty metal things and suit characters for the veterans. So there's no excuse for not including the Koopalings and the veterans really. But that's enough about the roster, I'll save my thoughts on that for another video. This will probably come as quite a shock to most of you, but it's the truth. Kamek or Magikoopa isn't my favourite Mario character. I'm going to call him Kamek for this video just to make things easier. Even though he's currently all over my display pictures and banners on YouTube and Twitter, he isn't my favourite. I really like this character for nothing more than my memories with it and its appearance, though I do think it being in Yoshi's Island influenced me a bit, seeing it was one of the first games I played. See, back then I'd never faced Bowser before. I knew he was a character and I knew he was a boss, but I'd only seen him in Mario Kart at that point, so I thought that he was just another bad guy. I thought the main bad guy for quite some time was actually Kamek. Like, why wouldn't I have thought that? 5-year-old me wasn't good enough to get to the end of the game. And who was the guy I saw appear before every boss battle started? Kamek was. Call me stupid, but what else was I supposed to think? Over the years I've used him as my display picture because I gave my channel the name Koopa Kart, and I much prefer Kamek to your average Koopa, so I used him instead. But if this character's in number 2, then who could number 1 possibly be? Let's have a quick recap before I reveal first place. At number 10 we had Nabbit. Number 9 was Shy Guy. Number 8 was Lemmy, you know, the one I made crappy puns with. You don't remember? Let me remind you. Number 7 was Pianta. In number 6 we had Iggy Azalea. Number 5 was Birdo. In 4th we had the king of gaming himself, Super Mario. In 3rd place we had Ludwig von Koopa, and in 2nd place was Kamek. And the number 1 spot goes to... Yep, it's Wario. I can understand if you don't like this guy, because I know a lot of people don't, but just hear me out. Wario is hands down the funniest character in the franchise. I mean, his signature move is farting. You might not find toilet humour funny, but I do, and this is my list. Holy crap, this guy gives no fucks. I mean, listen to this song. This is the pause menu music on his own game. That's not the only reason why he's here though. The real reason is that he was the final boss of the first game I ever played, being Super Mario Land 2, The 6 Golden Coins. While I'm on the subject, holy crap, that game was amazing, even ignoring nostalgia. But yeah, Christmas 1999, my brother got a Game Boy Color in this game, and he let my dribbling 2.5-year-old self try it out. I vaguely remember what was going on, but had he not gotten that game, I may not be into gaming right now. From what he told me, I wouldn't give it back. I'd keep sneaking the Game Boy off of him to play the game. He doesn't actually know this channel exists, so if you see this one day, then hi Luke. Back to Wario though. He was the final boss of the game. At this point, I wasn't capable of getting to him. My brother was, however, and it took him like 4 years to beat Wario. I always thought of Wario as like a main boss, other than Kamek and Bowser, but this one was actually a human and a hilarious one at that. My birthday 2003 came around and I received a Game Boy SP with WarioWare Mega Micro games. I had such a great time playing it. Characters like Crygor, Jimmy and Orbulon were really funny and creative. Christmas 2003 rolled around and I got a GameCube with Wario World, and this game was even better. I've loved every Wario game that I've actually played from start to finish, and I can't wait to see what kind of games he features in the future. I'm praying he gets another 3D platformer though, because Wario World was the shit. That's enough about this greedy, garlic-eating, obese mess of a character though. I've gone on enough about him. Thanks for watching my video and I hope to see you all at the next one. Subscribe if you haven't already and have a good day.